I've been streaming. Guys, look, I did these 3 figures already. I thought we were live. Why didn't anybody say anything earlier? Jesus Christ. I was talking to myself like a crazy person. Okay, well, that's great. I kept on asking you questions, and I was wondering why people are not really answering to the questions. Well, fantastic. Oh boy. Okay. Well, professional live stream, guys, as always. Professional live stream. You can only expect the best stuff from me. Yeah, when you're muted on Xbox, yeah, something like that. Oh man, I was talking like crazy. Hey everybody. Stanley, I am an industrial designer by education, yes, but that's not necessarily what I do for work. I'm a freelancer who from time to time also does industrial design. But I'm a freelance visual communicator. So I do stuff where I help people with their problems with visuals. You were talking all the time and we didn't get anything of it. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, okay, people in the chat are a little bit passive today. Like I keep on saying things and nobody's really paying attention. Maybe they're just angry at me or something. But yeah. Okay, so what I said when nobody could hear me is that I'm just gonna do a couple of quick figure studies, just because I haven't done them in a long time. And in the meantime, you guys can ask me stuff, and if you want to know something, we can pivot and we can also sketch something else. I always like to throw in some keywords and then we try to sketch something fun out of it. But yeah, what I did so far is I gave myself 5 minutes each, and it just went out, and I had these 3 sketches for those 5 minutes. So yeah, I am gonna look for another pose to draw. You thought we were ignoring you? Yeah, that's what I thought, man. That's exactly what I thought. It was a little bit funny. I was like, okay, maybe they're pulling an April's Fools on me and like just not paying attention to me. Like, fuck that guy, we don't care about him anymore. But yeah, it was a bit funny. I must admit. Okay, let's do this guy. Oh. Okay, let's push him on the top. Why you no go on top when I tell you to go on top? Okay, so do you use iPad for drawing? Yes, I do use iPad for drawing. Not right now, because I use this beautiful Wacom here. But I also have an iPad and I use that every now and then. Okay. I'll make it 10 minutes now. Are we taking suggestions for what to draw? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As I said, this is mostly for me to warming up and just getting back into the flow of things, since I haven't drawn humans in quite a while. But this is, yeah, warm-up. So if you have some ideas, or if you have questions, if you don't know how to draw something, if you're stuck with something, feel free to throw it in the chat. Because we will take a look at those. What device am I using now? Here, I type it in so it's easier for you. Wacom Cintiq 13 HD. That's what I'm using right now. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, so then let me ask again, how was everybody's week and weekend? Are you guys preparing for holidays, or are you guys taking holidays? Is it Easter where you're from? This is a very cool guy, very laid back, just chilling. He's too cool to even keep his head straight. I mean, that tells you something about somebody. Or you're so cool that you don't even have to keep your head straight. Hey, Helado. Someone, you were in school. Ah, come on, it's okay. School is good. Most old people will tell you that they wish they could go to school again every now and then. Okay. So I'm just gonna draw through him a little bit because I didn't think of the chair here. So now I'm just gonna draw the chair behind him so I know to place everything else correctly. So this is why I'm saying it's important to draw through things. Because right now I wanted to draw the whole shawl area here, or scarf in English, and how his hand is hanging here. So I know that his hand is probably hanging a little bit, he has a little bit of, in this area, some support from the backrest of that seat. So that's why it's important to know where exactly that seat is, and then I can sort of judge where the hand might go as well. Got any cool hashtags going on this month? I don't know, guys. I'm an old fart. I don't know. I don't really follow hashtags, so I don't know if there are any cool ones out there right now. Hey, Trap Legion. Welcome to the stream. And then there's silence. No, there is not. Good. Okay. Time is at 6 minutes, so I have 6 minutes left for this one, which is good because for a second there I forgot that I bound myself to time. Alright. I must say I do like his boots. I'm not a boot man, but there's just something about these boots that I enjoy. And then I feel like I'm a bit too close to the knee, so if we look at it, the hand, his hand is somewhere here. Oh, something like that. Oh, I mean those events on Instagram, like March of... Oh! No, actually I don't know anything for April. I do not know anything for April. One thing I know is, I think November the 1st is like World Portrait Day, Self-Portrait Day. So November the 1st you have to do your self-portrait. Inktober we know. There was something in May as well, but oh, Sketch a Day May, I think. So April you have to chill after March of Robot. But then in May there's like Sketch a Day May. So every day you just sketch some, which is actually pretty cool to do. Alita Atlantis. I'm currently drawing a cyborg punching a zombie. That's very good. I like to draw while YouTube artists live stream. I don't feel so alone. Oh, but no, I feel you. I used to do that quite often myself as well. very often. It is really fun. It is nice to chat every now and then. And once again, guys, just and girls, feel free to, if you have questions, if you want some feedback, feel free to throw something in there. I'll gladly help you out. These streams are there for you guys to ask me for anything you want to ask me. Stanley, can you demonstrate how to draw a pelican? Sure. Yeah. Let's do that. I have 3 minutes left on this extremely cool gentleman here, and then after that we will do a pelican. That's fun. Actually, I don't know if I ever drawn a pelican. I remember I had a job once where I was drawing birds, but right now I can't remember if I had a pelican or not. Okay, we're not paying attention to the head again just because. Yeesh. April sucks. Well, it's not the best, but I mean it's spring, you know. So in general, at least that makes it positive for me because I'm a big fan of spring. So I'm just happy that. Knowing that summer is inching closer and closer by. I'm currently drawing Little Nightmare 2 characters. Happy April Fools to you too. I didn't play Little Nightmare 2 yet. I did like 1 though, quite a bit. Like usually with my games, I wait for them to go on sale and then I get them. So I will probably get Little Nightmares as soon as it's on sale. Yes, Stanley, Pelican's coming soon. Hey homie, Majin Buu, Majin Buu, okay. What hardware are you using to draw with? Hardware I use, I said it before as well, it's a Wacom drawing screen. It's a Cintiq 13 HD. Not the newest one, but still nice and reliable. I like it quite a bit. Little Nightmare character designs are awesome. Yes, I agree with that. Even though it's on sale, well, I don't think it's on the type of sale where I buy games. I buy games when they're on 75% sale. So if it's on 75% sale, I'll get it. If not, probably not. Probably not. I want to learn how to draw a Frazetta, Leon, or Panther. Can you put that? Okay, let us do this. So, Pelican, Frazetta, big cat. And that's not something I can promise that I can do either. Frazetta is a master. I'm far from him. Okay, and then he has a whole bunch of squiggly wiggly lines there. Something like this. Let me see, darken his hair a bit. Okay. I do want to fix his face just a little bit. Oh, that's not that bad. It could be worse. Okay, time is up. Oh no, I made it smaller. Let me put this gentleman here to the rest. Oh no. So he is reigning above all these people, maybe make him just a bit smaller. There, we have a nice little collection there. And we don't need these anymore. Okay, let's start with the Pelican. This is fun, sorry. Okay. Music a bit loud? Yeah, we'll turn it down a bit. Where's OBS? Yeah, if I speak a little bit softer, music will definitely be too loud. Okay, let's start with the Pelican. Pelican. Why do you want to draw a pelican? That is so weird. No, come here. Come to the side, buddy. What's going on? Okay. Images. There we go. Pelicans are funny birds. Jesus Christ. So, let's take this one. And let's take another one, just because you don't want just one image, you want sort of like a combination to understand whatever you're drawing a bit more. Oh, look at that, that's cute. That's super cute. This one is not bad. Copy image and paste. Okay. You can go away. I said go away, go away. There we go. A white plastic pelican case. Well, materials, usually that's rendering, that's painting. We can talk about that in a while, in a bit. Okay. Renzo, currently doing form building out of Scott Robertson's book. Hopefully this helps me draw vehicles in the future, but so many guidelines. Yes, that's one of the things, you know, it's a little bit like with perspective. It seems boring and annoying doing all those stupid guidelines, but it is going to be helpful for you in the future. I can promise you that. Huh? Not a bird? I don't know what a pelican box is, my friend. I'm very sorry. Kind of a toolbox. Okay, now we're gonna draw a bird, and later we're gonna draw a toolbox. I'm sorry. Hey, Bogdan, welcome to the stream. Hey, Macart. I'm gonna look up what a pelican toolbox is. Because I have no idea what it is. Ah, okay. Images. Yeah. Well, that's just a box. It's really not that hard. Here, I'll draw it quickly. Where is the picture? Where do I have a nice picture? Copy image. I mean, this is really just a box. It's nothing really hard about it. You just need to be on top of your perspective. Like basically, you have your standard box, and then that opens up, obviously. And this is a bit thicker because, I guess, protection on top. In this case, we have 3 hinges, so 1, 2, and 3. And then let me. It's up to you how much detail you want. How thick is my brush? I want it a bit thicker. So you would have the 3 hinges there. The pocket clock. Happy April Fool's Day. It's a pelican, but I was supposed to draw a pelican toolbox. I just figured that out a bit too late, didn't I? Okay, so things that happen, I've talked about in the previous videos, is roundings for corners, right? So if you have a box, you put your ellipses here, which have to be in perspective, of course. And then I can say wherever the ellipses touch your lines, that's where you draw your verticals. And then basically just copy this part of the ellipse right here, this, you copy down here. And I'm just going to draw this line again because this lower line I don't care about much. There we go. And the same thing here, but we have also this alter line, so this ellipse goes around there. So I draw a couple of lines, and then here we have a bit of this ellipse that get copied down there, and the same trick here. So I touch there, and then this rounding gets copied down here. Something like that. There we go. And then you can do all these things we can add a bit later. You can add the thickness to the box already. Try drawing a jerk box. It has tools. Well, I mean, this can be a jerk box if you want. You just take out all the tools and you put your gerbils in there. Not sure if PETA would be happy or not about that, but you can do that. I'm not advocating it either way. Okay, there we go. So we sort of have a thickness, yes. Will you ever draw some little nightmare characters? Probably not. Probably not. It's not my style. So there's many things that I like the weird art that they have, but it's just not something that I want to draw. Okay, so we do the same sort of rounding again, where it touches here, so where we have the tangent, we draw the lines, and that's where you can do also your roundings. Once again, you take this part of the ellipse and just copy it there. Same down here, you have this ellipse, and you copy it down there. And that's how you do your roundings relatively nicely. Same here, tangent, tangent, and I can erase that part a bit. And then here as well. Let me close this down. Outer lines a bit darker. And now we can take the tools. I just put it on a new layer so I can easily erase if necessary. Like I've never drawn a toolbox like this in my life before. So I guess this here is Velcro. It looks like Velcro. So it comes from here. It has, this material should have a bit of a thickness. It looks like some sort of, yeah, I don't know what it looks like. For Velcro, you can just do all sort of squiggles, as long as they're very close together, because it's just a weird material. If today's April's Fools, where is the woman named April to say fool over and over again? Hey, it could be a man called April, okay? It doesn't have to be a woman. We're living in a world where April can be anybody's name. Alita asks, a question for anyone. When I pose action characters, it's hard for me to make it obvious they are moving quickly or violently. How to portray that through a single pose? Would more dynamic angles help? Well, dynamic angles help as well, but I would say do studies. I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but I did these sort of, if you look at especially at this character here, you can feel that there's going to come a kick from this leg. And how do you feel that? Like, we know, so one thing that you know, humans have a center of gravity. Like, if she wouldn't swing with this leg, she would probably fall back. So if I draw this person again, and I have them leaned even more forward, like something like this, with arms in the back on both sides, let's say. Leg here and leg here. And this is somewhere the center of gravity is here. Like, we know this person is gonna fall forward, so we know that this foot will have to quickly stabilize. So make sure to find some poses. Pinterest is full of them, that are in motion. And do a couple of studies of those. Studies will always help you. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much into detail here because like drawing one tool is very similar to drawing all tools. But yeah, and then we have some stuff here behind it. And then I'm just gonna make this deeper. And what's good here, so because here we also have an ellipse, right? I just didn't draw it yet. But we need that to make the interior smoothing of that corner there. And then here we have sort of mini pockets. And we can put things into these pockets. And then I can also come to the layer below and just erase the things that I don't care about. And then we can put a couple of these. Oh, what's this called actually? I don't remember what it's called in English. Squiggles. It is a good name for a gerb. There you go. What Mecha Art said. Study those people. David Finch had a really good video on that too. DJ Gerbil. What happened, Trap Legion? You were telling a story that something horrible happened there. But yeah, and then down here, I'm just gonna do a little bit cross-hatching to give a bit of suggestion for a space here. And then once again, this is just a foam material in this case. And under that foam, technically we can cut out a little bit from the foam material. And I'm gonna do the rounded a bit simpler now. And then we have also these areas where there's something, there can be more stuff in this foam material. But yeah, I'm not gonna draw it all now. But yeah. And then something that's important is that we had these wheel areas here, and oh, that was a bit not really straight. And then we had one wheel in here and one wheel in here, and then we can erase the parts that we don't need. Same here. And these sort of translate here as well, because we can probably, these are like sort of legs, so it can stand a bit better when it's on that side. Can you sketch Ronin, Titanfall 2? I can try. I don't know that one. I mean, I probably know it, I just don't know it by name. I imagine it's one of the bad guys, because I don't remember any of the good guys with the Ronin name. But it could as well be. Okay, so I would say this is enough for our exciting Pelican box, other than the handle, because a handle is important to have. So let's just finish our handle, and then we can call it a one done Pelican box. There we go. I'm sad I'm not drawing a pelicans now. Okay, one thing I'm gonna say it's usually good to do is I'm gonna make the bottom lines a bit thicker. And I'm just gonna give it like sort of a shadow. That doesn't need to be correct. It could make it look like it's almost floating a bit. But it's because this is too high. So I'm bringing it down to 36. Still too high. I'll bring it down to 1. There you go. If you don't want to cooperate, well, you won't cooperate. What can I do? And this is for nothing else than make the drawing just pop a little bit more. So it's all about contrast. Our eye is attracted to seeing contrast. So when we have a strong poppy shadow, there you go. You immediately look at that drawing. Glad I could help you, Alita. Feel free to ask. Robert, can you sketch a German with your bifocal zone? No! No, wait, I had something else I need to do. We had to do a Frazetta cat, which is sort of very scary, because I'm not good at drawing big cats. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Frank. Where do we see some? Puma. Those are ice bears. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, let's say first. Let's draw a tiger, right? Let's see how to draw a tiger, and then from there we can go more into Frazetta. So if I look at this one and I look at Frazettas, it's a bit more attacky. But I would say before you draw a Frazetta, sort of tiger, lion, big cat, make sure that you know how to draw like a normal one. So I like this one here, but we would need him to growl a bit more. What happens if I write prowl? Prowling, there we go. Ooh, that's a good one there, and this one as well. This one too. Okay, we have a couple of good ones here. I like this one as well. Okay, let's just choose one because I'm too finicky here. Let's take this one. It's a good low quality image, so we should be able to use it. Okay, let's push our box out of the way, maybe down here. Yeah, everybody does have a different way to learn. That is correct. But keep in mind, there are always good and bad ways. Okay, once again, you would need animal anatomy for this, or just anatomy in general, because it's good to know what you're drawing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use balls for right now, because I don't know the exact anatomy, so I just want to sort of fill up the shapes that I see here. Let me bring down the opacity a bit. So I'm trying to, drawing on the wrong one. Let me bring it above it. And let's bring out the red. I love bringing out the red. So I'm trying to draw two shapes. So we have this sort of interesting shape here that sort of ends like that. And then we have this behind him. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Back to my black. Let's bring this a bit closer. I'm gonna make my brush slightly bigger. I like having a big brush because then I feel like I can be more sketchy with it. So we have one leg here, and the other leg a little bit more to the front, and then we have the head here, and he's lifting this leg, and I imagine this is how his leg looks like. So this is all just me remembering, at least trying to remember, how people draw animals, or how people used to draw these sort of animals. So can can concentrate on the head a little bit. Let me actually take my more sketchy brush here. If it's a Frazetta cat, it will be muscled feline that says meow in Lufarina. Oh, I like that. Lufarino. I know that. Where do I know that guy from? Come on, give me something with him, because that name is so familiar. I know him. I just don't remember from where. Bigger? 12? No, 12 is fine. 10 is fine. Is the opacity down? No, it's on 100. Okay. For some reason the brush felt a bit too soft. Okay. Yeah, this leg could be a bit thinner. Feel like. Then let me bring back the opacity and let me take away these reds, because now they're interfering a little bit. Okay, so the head. This is why it's always good to draw with not perspective, but with reference. Just because you have to build up that visual library. You can't draw anything if you don't have a visual library, unless you're some sort of, I don't know, savant. And yeah, there are a couple of people out there, but very few. And if you are a savant, then you're probably not watching this stream. Okay. And then here's one ear, and there's the other ear. So I know that this is the shoulder, so this is her, whichever arm going up all the way there. Like this could be a bit bigger. And then we have a bit of a belly there, but not that big. Will you try to draw a Cirrus SR-22? It's not a turbo aircraft, and it would be interesting to see the effect. I can take a look at it later. Let's put it here. I'll just call it SR-22. If we have time, we'll do it. We're already almost an hour in, just because I was fumbling around and I didn't know that I was not streaming. So that's a little bit on me. Incredible Hulk Naughty. Yes, that's him. Gosh darn it. Yeah, of course it's him. Ha! Oh man, I love that series so much. Takes me back straight to childhood. Okay, so I'll bring down the opacity and I'll just try again. Oh, fireworks. So I'm just trying to catch the gesture again with these lines. I'm trying to make them. I'm not really going for Frazetta, because I think we have to agree that Frazetta is going to be a bit out of my league right now. So I think we all can agree that we just have to learn to draw tigers first before we want to do the Frazetta stuff. And since I don't know how to draw tigers, we're going to concentrate on that part. So this paw is up in the air. This paw is resting on that, whatever that is. This paw is sort of, see now I see some more, there's a little bit of muscle going in here, and then there's this coming up here. And then the head has this cool little split in the middle. And somebody's having fireworks here. Hey, buonasera Mr. Shaban, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Aman, I mean, I must say, like, you chose a great topic. I mean, like, who doesn't want to be able to draw like Rosetta? But yeah, I am personally definitely not there. I do like to learn. So it's a good opportunity because, yeah, tigers are beautiful animals. And in general, I shy away from drawing felines just because, yeah, they're not easy to draw. Oh, that's, I don't like that. Believe it or not, we talked 1 hour about religion. Yeah, you can talk an hour or 2 or days. It's an endless subject, my friend. And somebody is bound to get offended, so it's fun either way. Just imagine you, Ringo and Arnold Schwarzenegger saying meow and be inspired. Meow, meow. Ah, meow. I get to the chopper. We have a cat at the chopper. Meow. Get over there. Sorry, guys. I just love Arnold. Thanks for your interviews about industrial design. Help me. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that because that's why I made them. Because many people don't. They think industrial design is all about sketching and nothing else. And I just wanted to show that. Yeah, sure. There might be a lot of sketching in industrial design, but there's also a whole bunch of not sketching. actually, there is much more of non-sketching than sketching in industrial design. Okay, so let's not use offensive words, please. You get a one-time warning. Next time you're out of here, okay? Yeah, the whole shooting started because we were discussing religion. And now the whole neighborhood is in fire, apparently. Okay. I feel like I need to bring these a little bit. So I just want to bring both of these a bit close. Oh boy. No. A bit close. God damn it! V. Yeah, there we go. So I just want to see a bit more of this cat. So you can sort of see the skull goes somewhere like here and here. Is someone asking for a Hulk tiger? Don't. Like that's something that I would want to see, but I can't draw that. I'm just not good enough for that. But now I really want to see it. Okay, nice fluffy ears. I feel like the whole tiger is made by its not spots. What are these? Stripes? Yeah, there's stripes. So I feel like you need to draw the stripes to make the tiger like really pop. I don't know what they're celebrating. Like every now and then they do the whole fireworks thing, but I never know what's going on because it's not an official thing. It's probably a neighborhood thing. Maybe somebody has a big party or I don't know. I never know these things. I'm not a big firework lover, so usually I get annoyed. I'm the grumpy old guy who hates fireworks. Are you sure it wasn't the Scandinavian who ate Taco Bell meal that is causing all of the explosions out of their back trumpet? I'm pretty sure. We don't have Taco Bell here. And the Scandinavians are also like relatively far away from us. Can you put Wii theme song? It will fit well to I don't know the Wii theme song. And also, like, we need music that is not demonetized. We don't like music that has copyright. I can't believe you started without me. Well, it's not everything is about you, Mr. Roo. Hey, Darach, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Manu, it's your that is your homework now. I do want to see the Hulk Tiger. And put in a little bit of Lou Ferrigno in there. Just because we all like Lou Ferrigno. Because I'm a relatively big nerd. I don't know in which Hulk movie it was, but I was in a cinema. I might have been alone, but it was one of the Hulk movies. And I remember that Lou Ferrigno was playing, just as a cameo, because Marvel loves doing that stuff, and Lou Ferrigno was playing like security guard or security officer or something like that. And I was jumping in my seat and I wanted to look at people and point, yeah, that guy, he played Hulk. But yeah, of course, nobody really gave a hoot or paid attention to the whole thing. So I was like, ah, okay, great. Yeah, I think our tiger is sort of getting there. It looks like he has a huge arm. Maybe let's bring that down a bit. And this is also, it can be refined just a little bit. Okay, I think that works slightly better. I could bring it out a bit more because I think, yeah, like that. Either the Frazetta cat is voiced by Arnold, James Hetfield, or Macho Man. I don't know how many people will know Macho Man because there's a lot of Europeans in here and not everybody knows Macho Man! Oh, that was horrible. Wait, okay, I know how to do Macho Man. No, actually I don't know anymore. I would have to try a couple of times and I would embarrass myself. Macho Man. No, I don't want to do it. I mean, I want to do it badly, but also I don't want to do it at the same time. You notice how strange the cranium of cats are. Yeah. When you draw it the first time, well, first time, you draw it in general, then you see that it's like really different. And this is a bit too sharp now. Okay, just adding more of these lines. Then we have a bit of poof there. And now I'm just doing some graphic design stuff just to make sure that the head pops. I'm going to make the lines a little bit darker. The ears are a little bit darkish as well. What's up with the robot cats today? No robot cats, Mr. Roo. It was supposed to be a Frank Frazetta big cat, but then we realized that yours truly sucks at drawing Frank Frazetta cats, just because he sucks at drawing cats. So I decided to let's just turn it into a tiger study. Just because tigers are fun. There we go. I don't hate it. I mean, I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. Could be better. You have a bit of shadows here. Just add a bit of the whiskers. This area is a bit more in shadow. He should be standing on something. So there we go. I feel like here you can see the muscles really nicely. I do not want to overemphasize them just because I don't know their correct position and I don't see it that well, but I feel like that's important. Hey Roblox fan 75,000. Wow, that's a long name. Good luck memorizing that. Okay, I think we're good with the tiger. For now, well, maybe a couple more. Well, the stripes can still come. You never have enough stripes, I feel like. I could go in and like do the whole trying to render it with. I don't know if I want that though. Okay, let's erase this lower one. We don't need this. Opacity up. Guess what? The tiger saw this pelican toolbox. It's going for it now. Let's move the pelican toolbox over there. Maybe I could take this and try it a bit, just a bit. The tiger looks great. Thanks for the basic shares for sure. Yeah, glad it helps. I'm not sure it's great, but hey. Let me see if I can do just a little bit of shading on it. Just very gently touch it here and there a little bit. The nose is a bit darker. Music provided by the German known as DJ Squeak. Welcome back, Santosh. Welcome back. I don't really have just for some of the stripes. I guess we can use a little bit of the darker lines. What's up? Nothing much, just drawing some tigers, learning some big cat anatomy, drawing pelican toolboxes, you know, same old, same old. What's up with you? So this is cool. I don't know how it works with the values because it is a little bit lit from below, so I don't want to go too much in there with the darks, but it has a bunch of darks here, especially in that area. So let me and in the tail as well. Lyle. Does anyone know how to set sketchbook to old desktop style? What do you mean by that? With a transform puck like Rob has here. Tablet is slightly different, so I don't know how to set it up there like this. Should be relatively similar though, so I'm not sure what exactly you're missing. Transform box should be, it should be there. It should be quite similar, I remember. Okay, we have our cat. We were asked for an SR-22, I think it was an aircraft, right? So let's look up what that is. SR-22. Yeah, sir. Oh, that's a boring looking aircraft, Jesus Christ. Really? This is what I have to draw, guys? Okay. Cirrus SR-22. Let's see. I guess we'll just take this one. It's a render, but I think it works nice. Because the rest is just too... Well, this one seems to be still interesting. Nah, this is better. Okay, let's just take this copy image. Go away. Okay. I'll merge this down and push it out of. Oof! Let's not do that. What is that? Santosh is going to sleep after the stream. Santosh, you and me both, buddy. I'm probably going to sleep after the stream as well. Basically make the user interface of the software to the old style. Yeah, but it's I feel like the mobile, yeah, exactly. So if you have mobile downloaded, that is different. You just have to download the non-mobile version. Yes, I do use a graphic tablet. SR-21 Spy my favorite aircraft. Yeah, I think that sounds more familiar to me as well. SR-21. Oh, that's a gun. Spy plane. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. It's the X-Men jet. That is a sexy one. But okay, no, I've been asked to draw this boring aircraft. And the thing is, if something is boring, it's also a bit harder to draw and make sexy. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna make on a new layer just because. Okay, let's see. Anything else, by the way? You can draw the Northrop P-61 if you want to not do it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll see what I can do after this. Let's change perspective a little bit on this one, shall we? Okay, let me understand the plane a little bit more. So if I draw it from the side, so it has a wheel here, it has a body like this, goes up there, and it's a little bit straight, goes down again, and then equals out, and something like this. Yeah, and then the wings are relatively low down here, and it also has a front thingamajig, and then this one here. Well, okay, to be fair, it's not ugly or boring, it's just, it's also very rounded looking. But okay, let's do this. So let's change the perspective up a little bit. Let's use our boxes for measuring stuff and whatnot. Let me drink a little bit of water. Plant is tucked in. Oh, actually this weekend is plant feeding time, which is just watering the plant. If I don't want to be too precise with the wording. Since it is sort of like a summery cactus-y plant, it doesn't need that much watering. Okay, so the center is here. I'm drawing the propeller unit thing there. This will be the front. Let's keep the lines parallel. The whole idea is to keep the lines parallel. then the cockpit comes a little bit higher. As you can see, I'm really making everything blocky. We're going to do the nice rounded shapes a bit later on. Center line, center line. So center line, well, not here, it goes down to somewhere here, I guess. So it's gonna be a lot of the, everybody, me too, and other guys talk about sculpting, because that is sort of what you have to do. Imagine like you take a big piece of wood and you're carving it out, and it becomes less and less and less, but it's easier to start with a big piece of wood for me as well than immediate lines. It has no underwing. Okay, so something like this. Okay, and now I can start carving it. By carving it, I'm saying I'm bringing in a couple of these more organic shapes, organic lines as well. So I know that here the front should be nice and rounded, especially here in the entrance. So we have this. Let me work. Oh, I need my glove. So many people think that my hand is hurt, but actually it's just because I do have sweaty hands, and the screen does tend to get warm. Well, it warms up if you use it for a longer time, and then you can end up sticking with your hand to the screen. So it's quite helpful actually having this. Okay. This is too much there, so I'm going to take some of that off. Let's see, do I miss any of the conversation? Box is best as shape, I agree. It's been a while since I've used it. It's got the same UI as the iPad version. When using my non-screen tablet, I can't transform images, it requires fingers. Oh yeah, I hate that so much. Yeah, I can't really help you there. Vexel art, do you mean pixel art? I know of voxels and I know of pixel art. I do not know of vexel art, but I'm not doing either of those, by the way. Oh, it's a bit big. That's the problem here. Okay. Okay, so the cockpit goes something like this, and then we have this transition into the wing here. So it would be nicer if we do some of these section lines just to help out with the shape a little bit, because I feel like I made it a bit thicker than it's supposed to be. So this could come up a little bit higher according to what we see there. Alright, let's bring these up here as well. So here, and then we have one here and one here, and then these can also show you that it becomes sort of thinner as we go towards the back. I feel like we have a bigger canopy here. Yeah, that looks a little bit better already. And then we will have, okay, let me draw the front windshield, I guess. It's still called windshield even though if it's an airplane. Something like this. This goes a little bit more down, like if I look at the image correctly. Lyle, I can't see the fine edit image window sitting on the reduced bar at the top. Well, what I do, at least the desktop version, I don't know if that's going to work for you on the mobile version, is I usually just do set, I go to Windows, default layout, and I just hit that and then it puts everything back to its default. And then you just have to rearrange it a bit. But I don't know if that's going to work with the mobile version. In general, unless you're working on an iPad, stay away from the mobile version, is my humble opinion. Are you going to make an NFT out of this? 100% not. Oh man. No, I'm not really. I'm doing an NFT project with a friend just to have some fun and see how it pans out. But I am not doing NFTs right now because it's I don't know. It's too much of a bubble for my taste. And digital art, I mean, it's very good that we're starting to give value to digital art as well. But I feel like, okay, this is a bit still too early and a bit still too unverified. I just want to wait to see how it works out. Okay, so this is one wing and this is another wing. And then center line, this is somewhere there and then from there. So it's the center line is important because now I'm trying to see how long both of these wing spans would be. And we have these nice teardrop shapes for aerodynamics. Shaban is asking, Robert, can you show me the key for when you press a point and after that you press another at a distance? The first point, and the second. Photoshop, I know. Yeah, that's it. It's shift. There is no shortcut here. Like, if you're, I don't have Photoshop open, but in Photoshop you can do that. That you put a dot there, you press shift, put a dot there, and then you have a nice line. In Sketchbook, if you want to do that, you have the ruler, and then you just do this. But I am doing everything free-handed here. I'm not using any shortcuts. I just want the old version, but either way, love watching your stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I have been through my degree, now working at a transport design firm making renderings with your tutorials. Oh wow, sounds fun, man. Congrats, that sounds like a really fun job. Yeah, I would love to see some of your stuff sometimes. Feel free to, if you have an Instagram and if you post anything on Instagram, feel free to tag me in it. I would like to see what you do as a transportation designer. Santosh, send me good night, and because my mom gonna okay, good night Santosh, go away, go to sleep quickly. I don't want to cause genocide in the family. Gosh darn, go to bed, man. Okay, so at this point the plane is mostly done. I'm just trying to smoothen out some of the lines, trying to see if all my shapes are correct. I think we have, yeah, back wings. I forgot about the back wings. If it's the iPad, would that mean it's a pad made from the eye? No. Oh man. I'll give you that. You know what? Today is April Fool's, so I'll give you all these stupid jokes. You can have them. No penalties for them. Hey Emir, welcome to the stream. I don't know when I can download the desktop version. I couldn't find it earlier, only on one version. I can quickly look for it. I mean, you should have it. Autodesk Sketchbook Pro it was called, and it's not Pro again. If I go there, it says, if you don't, I feel like this should be the desktop version, because these are the mobile version there. So if you choose Mac or Windows, if you have that, it should get you the proper version. I would be shooketh if it wasn't the correct one. Yeah, let's add. Well, let me cheat a little bit. I'm just too lazy to freehand that. So this would be where we have our propeller spinning around in. Let's close it, and I like to do this like whir. Whir? Is that a word? I have no idea. But you have this brrr. Propeller goes brrr. Right, guys? Brrr. There you go. Ah, boy. I'm sorry for that. I have no excuses. I'm trying to, okay, so we have a little bit of a nicer sort of bend there and bend there. But yeah, I feel like, so what you can do just to make it a bit more interesting, you can show the other side of the cockpit. So this would be 1 and 2, which means that you have the window, and then everything else you can do with a little bit of cross-hatching just to darken it up. And the windows you leave out, you let them be white. There we go. And we're going to try and add a little bit of render to this, just to see if I'm gonna deliberately leave out the wheels because they just look horrible. I'm not a fan of them at all. What time is it there? Here it is 10 p.m. exactly in the night. 10 p.m. Okay, let's see how I can mess up this airplane. Ooh, we need it a bit bigger, bigger, bigger. Something like this. Then let's take this one. Brr, whoosh, yeah, all those things. Microsoft Store. Well, hey, as long as it works, bro. As long as it works. And this one, smaller. Let's add a bit more. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I like this. So if you can see, there's like that nice something like this. That looks cool. I like that. Make it smaller. Add a bit more to this curve there. Come a bit from below as well. So I keep on making it darker from below, but in the end I will come back with a lighter color as well, just because you have the reflected light from below. Okay, so here we should also be quite a bit dark. Wings, I'm gonna let the wings be for now. So what I'm going to do is even darker, why not? There we go. I think that's good. Now I'll come with a bit of a white, just to give it a little bit of that feeling of reflected light from below. Something like that. And now you can start erasing. I'm just gonna take my lasso tool. Actually, oh, I do not want to erase this. I like this. So delete. I said delete. Delete. And delete. And then we can come back with the black, add a bit more here on top as well, just to keep the darkness same level. And then we have a bit of an edge here, something like that. Okay, and then as I said before, gears need to be down. It must be. It doesn't. I know it doesn't retract, but that's what I said. They are fucking ugly, so I'm not gonna draw them. It's definitely not doing that. This one, it lands. It takes off once and it lands only once. It's a crash landing, and it's perfectly fine because it's an extremely ugly plane, and nobody wants it. Its mother didn't like it, its friend didn't like it, people in the school were beating this plane out and taking its, beating it up and taking its lunch money. It was just a very, very disliked plane. And well deserved, I must say, well deserved. Let's add a bit of white, just as a reflection. There we go. We have our brr plane. Actually, let me merge the layers together. I'm gonna take the airbrush, make it smaller, and just bring some of it back here, a little bit of dark as well. We can also add just one stroke of the white, just to make it a bit shinier. You can also do it here, if we want to. All right, I would say that's enough for this plane. I would say let's do one more thing, and then we can call it a night. Let's see what you guys have. Could you draw us Daihatsu Hijet van? I'm converting one into a camper van. I would love to have a Rob Kiss Hijet illustration. Okay. Let's do that. That sounds fun. I was supposed to draw another jet. Manuel told me one, but we'll do that later. Okay, let's see what we have so far. This is a pretty good page. Oh yeah, we're supposed to draw the SR21. We'll do the SR21 next time. There we go. Just a nice collage. Let's bring all of these together. Perfect. I can't understand English very good, only some words, but I'm still enjoying. I'm very happy that you're enjoying it. I do hope that Google Translate helps you enough. Hello from Trinidad. Oh, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome, welcome to the chat. We are going to draw a... let me copy paste this and bring this over here. Let's see what I'm drawing. Oh fuck yeah, I love this one. One of my favorites. We're gonna do this one just because it's super cool. I love these small Asian vans, man. But if the plane goes brrr, wouldn't that mean it's cold? It is cold, like imagine how cold it is up there. It's all the way up somewhere in the upper atmosphere. Okay, I'm gonna make this a bit smaller and push it to the side. And let's take our sketching brush. I'm not calling it a night, no. It's just, it's the last one. Okay, let's see. What are you transforming it to, by the way? Camper van. This is a tiny camper van. Okay, let's see. I want to have an interesting perspective for it. Let's turn it even more. Something like this. And we can cartoonify it just a bit. Don't have to do it too much, but just a bit wouldn't hurt. It has these sort of, no, I'm still drawing on the correct layer. Let's make it slightly bigger, shall we? Okay, so the front comes out a little bit, something like this. And then we have this part. Aaron Baldwin, thank you very much for the donation. Do you have any tips on drawing heavy armor characters in perspective? Yeah, it's okay. Let's take a break from this one. It depends what sort of heavy armor you want. But once again, as you could see it here as well. So I draw my box first. If you want heavy armor, let's say we put down this is the horizon line, and I'm gonna draw my box a little bit more skewed from below. So you can see sort of the top of the box, right? And then you can put your character in here, and then if it's a guy, like I'm gonna be very relatively rough with it. Stands like this, and it's a heavy armor. Maybe he has like a super heavy gun as well. So here is his arm, and he's holding it here, right? And then sort of like a space marine or Starcraft guy with huge things. And then it looks down at you. Maybe usually they have like small heads. So what I'm doing here, like if you want to talk about perspective, you have this box, and what's supposed to help with you have these, I'll switch color to red. Like these lines are going to dictate all your lines on the character. So if I have his chest here, everything I draw on the chest, obviously I'm drawing it a little bit curved, but I'm trying to follow these red lines. So everything here is going to go this way. Let me take away because it's a bit too much. But then if I want to add, let's say, an emblem of an eagle or hawk, because human, I don't know, allied units are usually with an eagle or hawk, I make sure that the wings are sort of parallel to these red lines. Of course, parallel in the sense that they still bend around the chest area. So something like this. Then the gun can be, or it doesn't have to be because we draw it like there. Then, as you can see, we have one shoulder plate here, and the other shoulder plate follows this red line. So both tops of the shoulder plates will go along that red line. That's why we draw this box. And usually I don't draw all these lines because I just follow these two top lines, right? And from there you can go on. But also, like, okay, let me quickly finish this. And as you come closer to the ground, obviously everything becomes a little bit more evened out. So it's not at such a strong angle. So let me just quickly drop it like this. And then if you want it from a different perspective, again, the box is your friend. We look at it from above. So we're somewhere in a drop ship, and our guy just landed, or yeah, let's say he's giving out some orders. So what we're doing is, like, he's standing here. Okay, let me draw it from the side first. So he's pointing that way. I still want his feet to be a little bit bent, and maybe he's holding a gun there. Yeah, so something like this. So this is the commander, and he's pointing that way. So I'm just gonna take this guy and put him here with the legs a little bit bent and gone that way and then pointing over there. And as you can see, what I'm doing the same thing. So I'm putting the guy into blocks, and all the blocks I'm trying to relate to my bigger box. And once all these blocks are sort of nicely working together, and I have his gun arm and his gun there, then I can just say, okay, so now I can start doing, obviously you don't have to do the same stupid plating again, you can also do something else. You can go a bit more Tom Cruise. He could have some sort of big, what are those things called? I don't remember. Some sort of exosuit, yeah, so he could have an exosuit. But keep in mind that everything you draw here, you relate it to this box that's around him. So you can see that these lines, let me take my red again. Let me just take my colors out here. So these, the red, these lines on the exosuit, they are parallel with this box. And here also the exosuit, these here, they sort of go along with this. You can see all these lines, they're going parallel. Obviously you can make these round, but then the whole point is when you make it round, so if I would make it round here, this ellipse would fit into a square that is parallel with these. So that's how you draw your people in perspective. Next, hey, Sketch a Day. Thanks, man. Can't stay, but keep it up, love you. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. How do you get it? Well, you don't want a copy of the van just yet. But yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Sketch a Day. Guys, make sure to check him out. His content is amazing, and you can. I did learn a lot from him actually. It's funny that you're in my even if you can't stay long, that Mr. Sketch a Day is in my chat, because yeah, I was following him way before I actually did anything on YouTube. But okay, let's return to the van. Yeah, I can upload the van to my public drive. You can find the link to my. Can you? I'll share a link in this description. Once the thing is up, we'll share a link here. But okay. By the way, Aaron, I hope this was helpful. I tried my best to explain, but it's just once you understand perspective, everything else will start falling in line. But first you do have to understand perspective, and that's boxes for me at least. It can be something else for other people, but boxes really work super well for me. Okay, so what's cool is that it also has sort of like a little bit of a bend here. So it's not straight, but it's more like this. Really cool little car. And then here, but if his name is Tom, does he cruise? Oh man, I see Mecha Art. You're forcing everybody to create gerb artworks. That is funny, man. That is funny. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like this car, like drawing this is like 100% my comfort zone. Unlike the Tiger, or unlike that super rounded ugly ass plane. Like this, I'm just like, oh yeah, let me draw boxes on squares and boxes, and then I can round them later. So actually, thank you for this, my man. It's nice to finish the day on something that is within, at least a little bit within your wheelhouse. Okay, so the thing is, this comes quite a bit. I have too many lines here, let's get rid of them. Okay, there we go. And then this comes down somewhere around here. And then here we have the front lights, something like this. And then we have the bumper that jumps out a bit. And it doesn't go too long around. We have this little thing here. Oh, something like that. I think I like that. There we go. So this will be a bumper. Do we have anything special in a bumper? So it goes here, and then we have sort of goes in and out, right? If I see that correctly. Yeah, it does the in and out. Exactly. So in and out here as well. There we go. Headlights. I just followed Sketch a day. You should. Like Spencer is really an amazing artist, and well, not more industrial designer as well, just like me. So you will be able to learn a lot from him, and he has really fun live sketching sessions as well, where you can try to force him to draw journals for you, apparently. Poor Spencer. The gerb is love, the gerb is life. Well, if you say so, I believe that. Okay. So what I don't like here, the angle of this one. So this one, it goes, as you can see here, it tapers as it goes up a bit more, and I did the opposite because I wanted to make it a bit more cartoony looking. But it's just not working, and if something is not working, you have to kill it. So if you have a child and the child is not working, no guys, don't listen to me. I never said that. That's just a saying, okay? It's just a saying in drawing that you have to kill your babies. But like if you have a baby, please do not kill it, okay? Like, just don't. It's not a nice thing to do in general. If you have a drawing and you call it your baby, that you can just rip apart because it's good for you, but not like real life human beings. At least even if you do it, like leave my name out of it. I don't want to be connected to whatever sort of murderous things you're doing. Center line is always helpful. I should have put it in earlier, but now is also good. And I feel like, it feels like for these cars, the roof is almost like an extra add-on, that little pop. So you can add, like, that line that you can't see there. Okay, great. This Habada recycling chair is awesome. Built it in 20 minutes. Oh, I don't know Habada. Yeah, Spencer is a very down-to-earth human being who definitely deserves your admiration. This is also like one of those, he's been around forever. So he's definitely an OG of the whole drawing and industrial design drawing scene here on YouTube. So this is cool. Here we have sort of, I don't think this can be considered or called a shoulder line because technically it's definitely not a shoulder, but I don't know what the technical term for this line is, but I just like it. It's a good line, it's a juicy line. And this is the bottom line, goes there. Okay, so now all we need is the wheel spaces. David Villafani, I'm glad you like it, man. Glad you like it. I'm also having a lot of fun with this one now. Hey, if you make me draw something that's a bit boxy, I'm gonna have a hell of a time with it. There goes your monetization dreams. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I know. Sometimes, you know, a joke is, at least in your head, it's worth it. Maybe it's not worth it, but in your head, it might be worth it. And then later I'm like, I shouldn't have. Fatih Derwich. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. We are drawing a camper van. Well, it's not a camper van yet, but apparently it is going to be a camper van very soon. Okay. We have these, like, I think this is for the rain, which I find cool. As always, I forgot to draw the back view mirror on both sides. There we go. The gerbs help at Xmas time as well. All right, Mecha Art, I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna bite. Tell me how the gerbs help at Christmas time, because I find it very hard to imagine that. Someone, if a child doesn't work, he is useless. My thoughts exactly fine. Okay, so dear FBI people, just so it's clear, because I know that the FBI likes to follow YouTube. Someone is kidding, it was a joke. Don't arrest anybody. Don't shut down my stream. Okay, these wheels need to be a little bit... There, that's better. Okay, there we go. I wish Spencer was still here so he can see that I'm not cheating on the ellipses. Last time he said that you have to do all the ellipses manually, so I'm doing that now. So that's one wheel, and then let's do the other one as well. Hey Rue, welcome back. Tiger, we finished it. We turned it into an airplane. We turned the tiger into an airplane, and we talked a little bit about babies, how much we love them, we would never hurt them, stuff like that. You know, same old, nothing new. Do you do warm-ups before you start or just straight into it? I should, let me say it like this, I should do much more warm-ups, but not always. The thing is that I drew today quite a lot for work, so I consider that warm-ups since the morning I've been drawing. And of course I had some breaks during the day, but yeah, I felt like that's enough warm-up right now. But I should be more drawing, I should be doing more warm-ups. What I do warm-ups for is, and what I turned off now, and I shouldn't have because I thought it would be a shorter stream. So I do have my thing that makes me sort of do these stretches every 10 minutes or so. And now I forgot about it a little bit, so yeah, let's do this before I get a cramp. But yeah, anyways, like this is the last little drawing for tonight. There we go. Did the tiger end up as a robot? No, did definitely not. They carry small packages on drones to houses. Oh, that's okay. Okay, we will. Okay, we'll draw. I just want that for a future stream, to have sort of like a cool thing, and then you have like something like that, and then they have a package on their back. Just such a stupid. I love that. Okay, well, I'll do that another time. This just seems like crazy lot of fun. Robert and his girlfriend need kids? No, definitely not. No animation? No, sadly, I am not an animator. Well, I don't know, sadly, I mean, it looks like really fun to animate, but it looks like a hell of a lot of work. And yeah, I did a little bit of animations here and there with like onion skinning, but it's just so much work, man. It's crazy amount of work. But yeah, I do have a project in mind that is a little bit animation related, and yeah, I don't want to say do that soon, but I'm planning on doing something with that. Just a little bit of storytelling, just trying out some things. I want to try out some new things. Yeah, so I want to make sure that this pops, so it's clear that this pops out. Then we had sort of the two signal lights here and another one here, and then in the middle we had sort of like an intake, air intake almost, something like that. Yeah, that's cool. And then that's the shoulder line. So there we have the shoulder line, which goes, so wait a second. So this is where actually the wheels, oh, that's interesting. So the door opens from all the way to the front, comes here, and then we have the shoulder line. Well, it's not a shoulder line, is it? It's more like just a design detail line thing. Something there. This rocks. Thank you, Lyle. I'm glad you like it. As I said, comfort zone, right? You can see it immediately. Have me draw a girl's face and we will have a nightmare on our hands. But if I can draw cars that are boxy, then I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. I don't think so, after what he said. Hey, GB John Joseph. I love the alliteration in your name. There you go. So, someone also like saved himself now. Hopefully the police will not knock at our doors anymore. Okay, let's add a little bit of bend to this one. And then bring it down here as well. We're almost there with this one. I mean, depending on how sketchy you want it or how non-sketchy you want it. It's always nice to have a shadow, just as I said before with toolbox as well, the Pelican toolbox. It's just nice to make it pop a bit more. Oh yeah, I love these because here in Europe we have them always nicely centered in the middle. So I really love when you have a number plate that is a bit off to the side. And what is exotic for me, I don't know if it's for all Europeans, but like the American style and sometimes I think also Japanese style number plates, they're like square. And in Europe we always have them relatively, what's the word? Not square? I guess that's the word. We have them non-square, guys. Okay, so what we can do is just hint at the dashboard and hint at the window on the other side. Okay, so it is on that side, isn't it? Yeah, because it's a Japanese car, so we do have the steering wheel. I don't want to say on the wrong side, obviously it's not the wrong side, it's just the unusual side for me. And we can just hint some chairs and all this stuff. And then scribble, 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 scribble. There we go. And what we could do with this one, I could do a little bit of this, just because this is going to be a camper van. I'm gonna do some sort of camping related thing on this side. And we're gonna add like an extremely comfy chair as well. There we go. Something like that. It's just because, yeah, we're coming to the end of the day, so let's have a bit of fun with this camping theme that we're going on with here. What do we have in the chat? I haven't paid attention a bit. The name of that shoulder line. Yeah, Rue. Well, he's not here again. He's gone. We'll ask him tomorrow. We'll ask him in the thing. The gerbils are awesome. They use Roombas, a small cleaning machine. I can imagine that. Your number was modded to Japanese. Yeah, there you go. So the UK is also rectangle? I thought the UK was also like the whatever this is, the European standard thing. Okay, let's add some stripes. And then Lyle can sit in his chair, sip some sort of coffee, drinks. Let me see. So I have actually no idea. I imagine this goes on to only until half of it. But yeah, not really worried about construction right now. Just enhance some of the detail, not too much. You can add a little bit more scribbling here and there. A little bit here. Oh, wait. So try, if you already added cross-hatching one direction, try to keep that direction. Otherwise it's gonna look a little bit not too professional. There we go. Enhance these areas a bit. I think this came out pretty well. I'm going to add a little bit of this here, just so we know that it's mine. Where am I? What am I doing? There we go. It is late. I don't even know how to select my things anymore. Okay, I think we're there with this one. I'm relatively satisfied with it. I don't. Oh no, the in German they call it Schiebtür, and the Schiebtür needs that little area where it's going to glide. I feel like that's definitely part of this car. Like just elements that you recognize in design, you know, you need to add for the car to be recognizable. And I think that's just, I like it when symmetry is broken up with things, and this is just a nice breakup. And then obviously we can also add the handles, which again, just as I said, one is vertical and the other one is horizontal. Really nice touch, love it. Obviously it's easier to pull the door when it's vertical, so it's not necessarily design direction, it's more like form follows function, which is usually the best way to do things. Okay, we have a camper van. Oh, thank you, Chris Reese. Thank you for joining. Well, I guess I'll also be leaving. We'll all will be leaving now. Robots going camping. No, Lyles are going camping. So this one. So I know that technically, okay, this is shoulder line in cars, but I was wondering if this line here has a name. So that's the part that I didn't know. And I was calling it the shoulder line, but it's definitely not the shoulder line. But yeah, guys, I will post this somewhere where you can download it, and I will add the link in the description of this video. But for now, I will call this a night. I wanted to do just 1 hour sharp, and it became 2 hours, so I would say that was quite a successful stream, thanks to you guys, especially after the disastrous start where I thought that people are listening to me, but nobody, I forgot to turn on the stream to go live, so great. I am pinnacle of professionalism. And as always, I like to say goodbye and then keep on drawing for a couple of minutes because I really get into it. So I should really stop slowly, but it's just too much fun. Yeah. Welcome, Lyle. I am happy that you like it. It will be on Instagram, but Instagram usually it's a horrible resolution. Not that I drew it too big. It's actually quite a small resolution, but I will upload it somewhere where you can. I think I'll figure it out. I'll put a link to in the description tomorrow probably, because I go bye now. But yeah, everybody, thank you very much. It was a really fun one. Have a great weekend. If you're celebrating, have happy holidays. If not, just have fun, and see everybody the next time. Bye bye now.